All right, next up we've got, for your enjoyment, we have 8 comic books, all different styles, types, dates, publishers, etc. We know that you guys are bidding from all over the world. You can't come here to the studio to really inspect and preview these items as we would like. If you're in Oregon, and you're not going to fly in just to check out these, so we're going to do the next best thing, and that is I'm going to do what you would do if you were here, which is to check out each one individually, look at the quality and condition of the cover. And we'll start doing that by shining the light on it, something that you might not ordinarily be able to see just from the catalog photos, so you might not see that little speck of something on there. That little curl might not show in the catalog photos, and a couple of other things just might not be able to pop out. So that's why we try to do this. This way you can see all the little nooks and crannies. Creasing, spine ticks here and there. And of course, we do these in high definition so that I want to rush through, not rush, but I want to go through these as quick as possible so you have an opportunity to see them, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So as we go through each one of these, we'll do it in high definition so you can stop, rewind, go back, zoom in, etc. Nice dark cover on this one, so everything really pops. We're seeing a little bit of bend right here, maybe some stress near the spine, but that's about it. So we'll show you the front and back covers, of course, but what I also like to do is to show you something that we don't see happen too often in most online sales, is to show you quality and condition of these pages on the inside. Now, we're not going to show them all, but the reason I do that is because I might say that this is white, off-white, or cream colored, or any number of things, and you may disagree. Well, we don't want that. So rather than me tell you and you trust my opinion, I'd rather you use your judgment and your opinion to know exactly what it is you're going to purchase. So that's why we show you the internal pages. If you think they're yellow, they're yellow. If you think that they're super bright white, then they are super bright white. I leave that up to you, because you're the one who is going to ultimately be happy with your purchase. Much rather you use your judgment on that than rely on us. So that's why we do it. We want you to have full disclosure and full experience of being here on a day. So there you have it. That is Green Lantern number 64. We'll do that with the next 7 of these as well. We have the Fury of Firestorm, Volume 1, number 42. This is from December of '85, and let's walk you through it. A little bit of issues right here. Spine ticking, as you can see here on the cover, just a little bit. A little bit of roll here. Really see some issues going on right here in the back of this. It's obviously been bent over. Was this a, yeah, newsstand copy? Expected that. That probably is what happens, although just from a little bit of grime, like Johnny got hold of this after school and was grubby hands on it, which is great. It means that somewhere along the line somebody enjoyed this, edit, fun with it. Not as good for you. Oh, look at that. All the Saturday morning stuff. And there you go. Quality and condition of the pages as we move on to Superboy Zero. It's looking pretty nice. Seeing much at all. We'll point out this little bend at the corner, that little flaw. Seeing something right there. Can we get the light on it? There we go. Yeah. There. Maybe a little bend. Not a ton of stress on this spine. Maybe a little ticking right there. So Superboy number 0 is part of that Beginning of Tomorrow, crossed a lot of titles, all marking a number 0 for each one. Show you the back. Now it's a nice dark cover, so you're going to see everything. Crease right there. A little bit of stress on the spine, but not a ton. And then this imperfection there. Show you quality and condition insides quickly. as we move on to Uncanny X-Men number 332. Interestingly enough, this is a minor key in that it's the first appearance of Ozymandias, but is the Marvel version of that character. Now, given that he is a probably real, at least apocryphal, character in Egyptian legend and lore, possibly a historical figure. Don't know if he's officially documented or not. Well, that makes him kind of fair game. Just like Thor. I'm sure DC has had a Thor from time to time in their comics. Of course, you Watchmen fans know used for one of their characters. A lot of issues right in here. Not the best book. Interesting that they put the barcode here. Work with the design of the art. I actually like that. I'm glad that they did that. A little bit weird, and it probably messes people up. Go to scan it. Kept the art looking exactly as it should. Issues here on the back cover. Not a great cover all around, so probably too many to mention. That big, there you got some here. Not the best. Let's take a look at what's going on inside. Nice bright colors inside. And good. Going mad artwork here. Look at that. You thought the recent movie. Oh, look at these. Oh man, that is some good Generation X right there. See that movie get made. And then, is that Wolverine? Is that what's going on there? Yeah, that's Logan. Moving on to Ravage 2099. This is issue number 2 of that series. Strangely, of the whole 2099, only Spider-Man, perhaps Doom, and Ravage 2099 were the ones that really persisted very long. Like these stories? Well, that's good. It was a fun little, well, 2099. I think Spider-Man 2099, is that still going? I don't know. Pretty fun. Some spinal ticking right here, just a little bit. A little bit of stress in there. Move it over. See that Konami ad on the back? It's fun. Pretty good cover on the back. Perhaps a little insensitive by today's standards, but still a fun game. I like the game. And there you go. Quality and condition. Here. Moving on to Storm in our own book, About Time, number 3. Now, in the catalog, we've got photos of this. The scan may not have accurately reflected metallic red. It doesn't. It always has trouble with that. It's tough to photograph, tougher to scan. So it might come off as just black there. So that's a good thing that we get to do these videos, because you really get a chance to see that nice metallic. See these kind of uplifted, raised. It's got a 3D kind of cover. It's a really cool cover. I like it. And the nice thing about these thick covers, because it is pretty thick, is that you get a chance to protect it a little bit more. It tends not to get spinal ticking, although we do see some right here, here. Because it's a thicker cover, it tends to resist wear just more. Slight bend right there at that corner. And as I said, that ticking along here. Now the downside is when it's metallic like this, they stand out a little bit. The rest is looking pretty nice. Let's see the back. Good folks at Chef Boyardee got the added benefit of that thicker stock. Sure, they just paid their regular rate for that month to get a back cover, which is pretty expensive. They get the benefit of the thicker stock, and so do the folks at Fleer. Them. There you go, quality and condition. Those pages. Moving on to The Incredible Hulk, number 464, as he's having counters there with the Silver Surfer. Not a fan of the quality of paper they used during this particular era at Marvel. But surprisingly, this cover held up well. Doesn't feel too good on the back, just as I'm feeling it tactile. Here, at least, it looked pretty good. I'm not really seeing any issues. It's hard to tell on this orange paper. I'm seeing a little bit of a creasing right down this way. A little bit of a bend there. Here's an issue where I don't think it was worth putting the thing all the way over there just to avoid his, foot and part of the surfboard. This cover artist knew that was going to happen. Knew board was going to go. A little bit of damage on the back, and I felt like a tear. Yes, there it is. See that? Let's do this so you can definitely see. Weight behind it so you can see it up to the camera, and you can see that white moving behind it. Is some tearing at the staple. Here, it's unfortunate, but I want you to be aware of it. Still a great reader copy. Look at the inside. You can see the color and condition of the pages. Still a fun reader copy if you just need one for your collection to fill out that story. Fortunately, it does have that damage, and I want you to be aware of it. And finally, in this grouping, Legacy, this is Batman number 534. Junipero, Sankiewicz doing the art, as you can kind of tell from crazy, well, Sankiewicz looking art. Actually, it looks a little bit like something Sam Keith about it. But so some schmutz up and around here. You got some issues along the corner, some ticking. Not a great cover. I'm not saying the artwork. I'm saying the condition of this cover. Actual. Same on the back. A little bit better story on the back, but still not great. Insides, let's see what they look like. Oh, looking pretty nice. Sankiewicz can jump out as being that way. Oh, I see. He was inking it. All right. There you go. That's some apparel art. That makes much more sense. There you go. That's all 8 of them right here. You can head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and leave your pre-bids right now. Right at this moment, the auction is live, so you can certainly, you're going to get all 8 of these. We've got tons of other comic books this week for you as well. You can jump on those, grab those. But what we recommend is you leave your pre-bids right now. That way it sets up the account and lets you know about it. It sends reminders before the auction. And then come live to the live closing. That's where you're going to get a chance to defend your bids in real time against everybody else trying to get these. That's the best way to enhance your chance of getting these books. So we recommend that you do that, but you can do whatever you like. Whichever way you choose, we look forward to seeing you at the auction.